Hi, this is Dave Thiel from the YWAM Perth kitchen, and I'm here today to talk to you about safe storage of leftovers. Now, the tricky thing about this is I'm usually done my shift before the leftovers are being stored. So I thought I'd make this little video just to give you some ideas. Now, when you're on a dinner dish crew and you're cleaning up after lunch or dinner, there are some things that need to be saved. At dinner service, unless you've been told otherwise, keep the leftovers, and I will reuse them one time and only one time. If you're on the lunch service, you might need to keep an eye out for all the things that we serve. In the case of this, we have one reheat that doesn't get kept, one reheat that doesn't get kept, one reheat that doesn't get kept, and a fresh cook that gets a keep, and one reheat that doesn't get kept. So if you're on the lunch crew, you'd notice that the only thing that you're going to keep is the agnolotti and ravioli on marinara. So that means everything else, you don't even don't think about it, just throw it in the garbage, because we can't serve it again. But the ravioli trays, if there's enough worth keeping, or even if you're not sure, just combine those two into one tray and we'll put it in the cool room and I will sort it out, because if I have enough to do something with, I will serve it again, and that, it's efficiency. Everything gets one reserve, unless people really hate it, and then I just throw it away, because why serve people something they hated? Did that once. It involves sardines. Now, I'm going to come and show you what some of the guys did the other day. Here is how they initially stored the leftovers. Now, for organizing, I've adjusted things for them, but initially when I came in this morning, they'd stored last night's green chicken and vermicelli with vegetables in these steel tubs. So we always store leftover in steel tubs, and they've gone on the cautious side. They've only gone about half full. So they're about here, but you could go up to maybe 2/3 or 3/4 full, depending on how dense the food is. But I like their caution because it means the food cools faster, which means I can be assured that it is safe. Then they put plastic over the top of it, and you can't see, but they've poked holes with a knife to allow the steam to escape. All this is to help it cool down. And then when I came in the morning, they were sitting nice on the racks. They weren't stacked like I've done now, but they'd sat overnight with airflow on all sides, which means, again, they cooled quickly. So assured that they're cooled in the morning, I came in and I've just used these harder lids. That's not what you do to store them. That's what I use to organize the cool room, because I'm not going to serve last night's dinner the next day. I'll serve it the day after. So then I just put these firm lids on. Now that they're cold, I'm gonna stack stuff on top. But if you need to cool it down, you want airflow on all sides. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do, and then you walk away. In terms of labeling, people are like, oh, well, we should be labeling the leftovers. I'll show you what happened here. If it's the same leftover, just one little label. I don't need each of them labeled. It's clear as day that they're all the same thing. All I need to know is the date that they were made on. So tiny little label, it says Thursday dinner, 13th of July. That's just perfect. So happy with that. Great job on these guys. Again, they didn't put these hard lids on anything. I put them there today. They just had plastic wrap with holes poked so that it can cool down quickly. That's what matters. That's how we keep people safe, and that's how we keep the food delicious to serve one more time, and only one more time in life. If you're not sure, don't throw something away. I will catch it. That's my job. And make sure it doesn't get misserved. See, if you save food that shouldn't be saved, then it takes me 2 seconds to fix the problem. If you throw away food that should have been saved, it takes me more than 2 seconds to replace it, because I have to make something new. So think about that, be cautious. If you're not sure, write a label on it saying, I'm not sure if I was supposed to throw it away. That'll help me. I can assess, because I made it in the first place, or I arranged it in the first place. So don't worry about it. Think clearly and do well, and keep people safe and enjoying good food.